Welcome to Earful Harmony. Today's story is entitled The Legend of the Dama de Noche. 1,000 years ago, there was a rich Maharlika, or nobleman, who spent his early bachelor days recklessly, wining and dining in the company of nobility. He drank the finest wines, ate the most delectable food, and enjoyed the company of the loveliest, perfumed, and bejeweled women of the noble class. After years of this kind of life, the Maharlika finally felt it was time to settle down and marry the woman of his choice. But who is the woman to choose? He asked himself as he sat in the rich splendor of his home. All the women I know are beautiful and charming, but I am tired of the glitter of their jewels and the richness of their clothes. He wanted a woman different from all the women he saw day and night, and found this in a simple village lass. She was charming in her own unaffected ways, and her name was Dama. They married and lived contentedly. She loved him and took care of him. She pampered him with the most delicious dishes and kept his home and his clothes in order. But soon the newness wore off for the Maharlika. Started to long for the company of his friends. He took a good look at his wife and thought, she is not beautiful and does not have the air of nobility about her. She does not talk with wisdom. And so the Maharlika returned to his own world of glitter and splendor. He spent his evenings sitting around with his friends in their noble homes, drank and talked till the first rays of the sun peeped from the iron grills of their ornate windows. Poor Dama felt that she was losing her husband. She wept in the silence of their bedroom. I cannot give my husband anything but the delights of my kitchen and the warmth of my bed. He is tired of me. She looked to the heavens. Oh, friendless spirits, help me. Give me a magic charm, just one little magic charm to make my husband come home again, that he will never want to leave my side forever. It was midnight when the Maharlika came home. He opened the door to their bedroom and called for Dama to tell her to prepare his night clothes. Dama, Dama, where are you? He called. He shouted all around the bedroom. He searched the whole house. Still, the nobleman could not find his simple wife. Finally, the nobleman returned to their bedroom, tired and cross. But as he opened the door, he stopped. A rare scent, sweet and fragrant, drifted to him. It was a scent he had never smelled before. He entered the room and crossed to the window where the scent seemed to be floating from. A strange bush was growing outside the window. Some of its thin branches had already reached the iron grills and were twisting around. And all over the bush were thousands of tiny star-like white flowers, from which burst forth a heavenly, enchanting scent. He stood there, completely enraptured by the glorious smell. "Dama," he whispered softly, wonderingly. Could this be Dama? The rich Maharlika sat by the window and waited for the return of his simple, loving wife. But she did not come back. She never returned to him again. Only the fragrance of the flowers stayed with him, casting a spell over his whole being. In the moonlight, Dama of the night, or Dama de Noche, would be in full bloom, capturing the rich Maharlika, making him never want to leave her side forever. The end.